everyone, this is Love and Sparkles. This is my first time back to recording. I've been gone for a long time, but I went to Ollie's the other day and I thought I'd come show you what I found at Ollie's. So this is the first one. I have some Temus I'll show you and some Amazon finds I'll show you. So I'll have some things to show you. And then I will start doing lives, but instead of StreamYard, I'm going to be doing them on Restream. I just have to figure out Restream, but Restream was a lot cheaper. So my first thing I found at Ollie's, I even bought a duplicate of a couple of these for my granddaughter, was this. And it's a zipper pouch from Diamond Dots. And they say the regular price is $9.99, and I got it for $2.99. And I'll open it up. Pull out my little scissors here in front of me so I don't decimate the box. So I can show you what all's in here. And it's a pretty nice little zipper pouch. See if I can get up close enough. Of course, I got a blue little light. And the actual drill field is really nice on it. And then, let's see what kind of diamonds we get. I'll open up the... My doggie's having a fit. She's on the back porch and she is like, I want in now. When I put her out, she was like, I want out. But now she's like, I want in. She's always, I want in, I want out, I want in. And you get a little legend. And then they are I wasn't sure if they were regular drills or this one actually looks like maybe ABs because they're so sparkly. So, I mean, that one's pretty sparkly. And then the rest of them look like regular drills. And so there's all the drills. And I gotta try to fold them back the same way so I can get them back in their little bag. It's like trying to get Diamond Art clubs back in their bags. Sorry for all the crinklies. You know, they always have the crinklies. So, my granddaughter was so happy to find these because it'll, you know, get these because I got her a zipper pouch and then one of these because that way she'll have something to do for the summer. And then, of course, you get your tray, your wax. You don't get a squishy, but you do get a pen. So I'm going to put the pouch back in. And then all this back in. And then, of course, you get directions. And all that for $2.99 at Ollie's was not a bad find. I was like, that's not bad. And then the next thing I found that I got for her, this was the one I got for her. And it was the seashells. Let's see if I can get close enough. And the actual drill. Then it's a full drill. It is not a partial. It is a full drill. And it is size 12 by 16. So it is a, let me see what the dimensions are. My poor doggy's having a conniption. 47 by 37 centimeter. And let me get his, it gives you all the directions back on the back and all the good things. And it calls it a special edition on the front. And it says it has 3 new dotting tools. It looks like it has a straightener in it. And 2 multi-placers. Let's see. And it says it is $4.99, so that's not bad. Let me see. Of course, it's got tape on it again. So I can figure out where the tape is. So I'll just use scissors and cut the tape. Because otherwise you tear your box all to pieces. Alright. And then we'll open this one up so we can see it. And you get your canvas, your drills. Let's see how many drills there are in this one. Okay, in this one, see, you do get a squishy. You get a sparkly pin, little sparkles in it. Get a squishy, get a large and it is a straightener. So, and it looks like a 5-placer, a 3-placer, and a straightener. So, that's the actual diamond placing tools. And looks like, lost one. Three strands of long strands of diamonds. And we have, ooh, pretty. Gorgeous AB. Gorgeous AB. And then a brown, another brown, a tan, a couple of blues, and a yellowish, and then like a green, a light blue, a yellow. I don't know why it's coming up as like a pink, but it's yellow. Dark brown. Oh, probably because the lighting in here sucks. Those are both dark brown. That's a green. Dark brown. That's a yellow. And those are like blues and yellow. And those are like dark gray, brown, like a burnt orange, oranges, blue, like coral, orange, and like a light green. Okay, and now I'll pull out. Alright, if I can find the end that opens. I know there's an end that opens. There it is. We'll open this end so that you can see the canvas. Now it is a soft back canvas, and these are poured glue, so you can roll them backwards, and it's a felt back canvas with scallop edging, so you can roll them backwards. And like I said, this was at Ollie's for $4.99, so this kit was only right at $5. And this was the one I bought my granddaughter. Oh, that's pretty. This would be good to put in a bathroom. And it's a seashore with like starfish and shells. Let me see if I can get this far enough back so you can see the whole thing. This size would only take me like 3 or 4 days. I could have this done in like 3 or 4 days. But that is pretty. That is a pretty canvas. There we go. That is really pretty. I'm hoping y'all can see that. And the drill field, I'll get up close enough to where you can see. Maybe you can see the drill field. Drill field is good. And it actually has like the framing around the side. And the legends up down the side. And it has, let me see, 34 colors in it. But it has like all kinds of seashells, and it's on the seashore, and it has starfish and shells and waves in the background. It's gorgeous. So if you have an Ollie's, your Ollie's might have these. So very, very pretty. And then, of course, they have the directions in 3 different languages. And I'm just going to put this all over to the side over there. And I will put them up separately when I get off camera. And then I'll get in this one. And that way I don't put you to the torture of putting them up. And then I have this last one. This last one is another beach scene. So I'm on the beach vibe. And it's $4.99. So I have bought 2 kits from Ollie's and the and I'll just put all the stuff for this one on this side of me. It doesn't seem like it has as many drills though. Same kind of kit. The pin, a squishy, pad of wax, straightener, 5-placer, 3-placer. So I'm going to put that on that side over there. See what we got for drills. Not something on the floor. Okay, it looks like we only have 2 strands. No, 3. Little bitty one. I'm not sure if that's an AB. It might be, but if it is, it's not the white. It's more of a off, like a light yellow. Put it that way without writing on it. And then a green. And then it's really overcast today. That's why my light is so bad. And that's like a soft baby blue and some tans. And then more tans. And those are greens. That's red. Mauves. Yellow. And more of like a maroon. And remember, this is those chairs. And that's a gray, blue, orange, blues, greens, browns. Okay. And this one, it doesn't seem to be as big. Let me see what the size on this one is. It's still a full drill. It only has 28 colors instead of the 34. And it's got 10,400 drills. And it looks like 43 by 33. And let me see if the other one tells you how many drills was in it. And the other one has 15,000 drills. So the other one has like 5,000 more drills in it than this one does. So, and it doesn't seem to be as big of a canvas. Still soft back. And the other one was on a grid line. This one doesn't seem to be on a grid line, whereas that one was definitely like on grids, you know, definite grids. Whereas this one doesn't seem to have a grid line. It's kind of like a laissez-faire place kind of thing. I'll show you what I mean. It's like, you know, like when you're placing them down and they're definite grids. Like down here in the sand. It doesn't have definite grids, so it'll be like flowing sand, if you can see that. Let me see if it's the same way. Now up in the air, it's kind of on a grid, but in the water, if you look in the water, it's kind of flowy, like going with the flow of the water. And on the sand, it's kind of going with the flow of the sand dunes. I guess to give it the flow of the hilliness. So it's not all on a definite grid line. So it's not like a definite grid. So some of the drills will be straight lined and some will be kind of on their own little march kind of thing. But you got your red umbrella up there, you got a green chair, you got a blue chair, and then you got your beach with the rolling dunes, and then you got your waves out there, and then your sky. So you could have 2 beach scenes and, you know, put them up on your wall or in your bathroom, or you know, you can even put these, if you got a covered deck, you can even put these on your covered deck. So, but both of these big canvas, and they're both full canvases, were found at Ollie's for $4.99 each. Even got a little beach ball over here. Right down here. Over here in the corner, right there. That's a beach ball. So, that's kind of cool. And it looks like you even got your little picnic basket right there. Right there, sitting down by the chair. Got a little picnic basket. So that's kind of cool. But both of these bigger ones were $4.99. The little covered pouch was $2.99. So for $10, you got 2 paintings and a covered pouch. And then, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that's really not bad. And so that was my shopping day at Ollie's. And I got my granddaughter, like I said, the seashell one and a covered pouch. So did really well. And like I said, I will be doing, I've gotten some storage, and I'll do some storage videos, and I've gotten some things done. I got some Amazon hauls, I got some Temu hauls, got some other things. So I'm gonna start putting some stuff out, and I'll start doing some lives. But instead of StreamYard, I went with a Restream because it was actually cheaper. I mean, it was quite a bit cheaper. So I just got to figure out how to put it up there and get it on there. But I'll start doing some Restream. And so you'll start seeing me again. I did do Raised by Wolves. Was it Raised by Wolves? Katrina Coles. And I got her up. I got her framed. She's on the wall. I got Sweet Tooth done, and I'm fixing to frame her so I can show you her framed. I got Fairy Lights done. I can show you her framed. I just got to put them in the frames. They're done. I just got to get them in the frame. And so I'll get those framed and get them shown to you. I got Hydrangea, the little one from Amazon, done, and I'm going to frame it, believe it or not. I have started cutting my my boxes up that come in from Amazon. And I've started figuring out I can cut them down to size and do wraparound frames with them. So that's what I'm doing with it. And so I guess it's like around 20 minutes. So this will be a short one by the time I get all the editing done. So I will get off of here, and nice to catch up with y'all. Sorry it's been so long. On a live, I'll catch up with y'all and tell you what all happened. But I'll see y'all later, and bye. And take care. Be nice. Be kind. With everything going around, just be nice, but be watchful. Love y'all. Bye.